What is going on, guys? Fitcho here and welcome to another ASR highlights video. It's round 17 of the championship, the Japanese Grand Prix at the legendary Suzuka circuit. One of my favourite tracks on the calendar, and we're getting very close to the end of the season now. Only 5 races left and it's still very close at the top of the championship between myself, Charlie, Greek, and Warden99. So it's going to be interesting how these next 5 races pan out. Every single point is going to be very valuable. And unfortunately, because I'm going away, I'm going to miss Mexico. So that's going to make this task a lot harder for myself. But right now, you're watching qualifying in Japan, and due to a massive lag out during qualifying, we had to do a one-shot qualifying due to time reasons. But we managed to get our lap pretty nice in that one-shot qualifying. We didn't crack under the pressure, and we managed to qualify on the front row of the grid, only less than a tenth behind Greek Master 99. Here we are on the grid in Japan as the lights come on. We've got 5 lights. And it's lights out, and away we go. The Japanese Grand Prix is underway. We've got a decent start from second on the grid. Greek is already pulling across our nose to defend the inside line down into turn number 1. We're now just going to have to slot in behind that Mercedes. We head up towards the S section for the first time in this race. Of course, there is no way to get past the Mercedes yet. We're just going to have to wait until an overtaking opportunity is. Now we head up towards the hairpin on lap number 1. Can we look up the inside? Yes, we can. As Greek has gone deep, locking up, I think it was the front left there, is now going side by side onto 200 on the long right-hander, leading up towards Spoon Curve. We're still going side by side for the lead of this Japanese Grand Prix up towards Spoon. We've got the inside line, and we should be able to make this move stick, but no, we've run wide. We're now on the outside for Spoon Curve as we head. No, he's come across us. There's contact, and we're in the gravel. Unbelievable. And we're plummeting down the order, now down to 5th place, about to come 6th as Jordan Gibbs goes past. I'm not too sure what exactly happened there, but on the exit, Greek gave me the room and then just swiped across my nose, sending me into the gravel trap. As now we head down to the chicane. Can we look up the inside of Jordan Gibbs? No, we can't, and we've gone for a spin. That was a poor piece of driving, I will say, from myself. A bit clumsy there, a little bit frustrated after the incident, and is now losing more positions as Formula Fish is driven off the track and we get back past it. But no, we don't, because, you know, we can't pass the car causing the yellow flags. That makes perfect sense. And in the process of letting him back through, I held up Gecko a little bit. And now Aussie Carter's is through, and oh, I've hit the back of him twice there. I've damaged my front wing, and I've gone for a spin. And we're dropping even further down the order, now down to 15th place. A horrible sequence of corners there, as we've just lost the plot after the little bit of contact with Greek. Is now onto lap 2, heading up to the head. No, we haven't just done that. No, a massive double lockup and straight into the back of Gecko from God knows how far back. And we're now going to have to pit to fix that front wing damage. We are now on the back of Gecko as we head up towards Spoon, and he backs off and lets us through there. Maybe he was scared that we were going to hit him again or something, but that was a shocking piece of driving. That whole lap was just absolutely dreadful. And we pitted for repairs, and thankfully the safety car came out only 1 lap later, and now onto lap 7. We're about to go back to green flag racing as we're sitting in 8th place behind the Toro Rosso, and we've hit him again. Yet again, we've tapped the back of Aussie Carters, and that's going to cost us a place as Warden99's gone right around our outside at the final corner. We're now down into 10th place, is now on to lap number 9. We're on the back of Aussie Carters. Can we get past him this time without hitting him? They say third time's the charm as we head up the inside, down into turn 1, and we make that move stick. Now up into 9th place is up next. We have Warden99, who has gotten away from us a little bit, but now onto lap, later on the lap, I believe. We're now on the back of Palm Saloon. We're going to look up the inside of the hairpin. We're now going side by side out of the hairpin, because you can actually get away with going deep through there and going around the outside. But we will have the inside line once we get off this long right-hander as we head into Spoon Curve, assuming we don't overshoot the corner. It looks like we get it stopped this time, and we make that move stick. Now up into 8th place as we got Warden99 up ahead of us, and we're just sort of following him through the field right now, as we're 2 of the quickest guys in the league, and we're a little bit out of place towards the bottom end of the points. I'm just following him as we pick our way through the field as we head down towards the chicane. Is he going to look up the inside of the Sauber? He thinks about it and then thinks better of it as Conrad straight in the Sauber is now through the final corner. He looks up the inside. No, there's contact. Both of those are no, have taken off. I'm out of the race. What the actual hell has happened there? What on earth has happened? I don't even know. We're going to have another look at that. Let's look at it in slow motion. We've got Warden and Conrod ahead of us. Warden pulls to the inside of Conrod as Conrod is pulling off into the pit lane. And they make contact. They go spinning into the pit lane. And then they get reset to the track inside me. And that flings me into the air and out of the race. That is unbelievable, really. They reset inside me after going sideways into the pit lane, and that flung me up into the air and out of the race. That is really unbelievable. All-round cricketer ended up winning that race, and Warden 99, who we were very close to at that stage of the race, ended up getting second, only 2 seconds off all-round cricketer, so we definitely could have got a podium in that race, I believe, because I do think we also had the pace advantage over Warden, as we were very, very quick at Japan. It is one of my favourite tracks on the calendar. But on a more positive note, Greekmaster 99, one of our main championship rivals, he was leading the race, but got a puncture on the last lap of the race and dropped down to 7th place. So, although we did lose some valuable points, we didn't lose as many points as I first thought we were going to. But anyway, we have to pick ourselves up and move on to the next round of the championship in Malaysia. So after Japan, we leave Asia and head across the Pacific to the Americas, specifically Texas and the circuit of the Americas for the United States Grand Prix. And right now you're watching my fastest lap in qualifying, and it was good enough for a place on the front row of the grid, but only 2nd place. We couldn't quite get pole position, unfortunately. That went to Greekmaster 99, one of our main championship rivals. So for the 2nd race in a row, me and Greekmaster will be locking out the front row of the grid. Here we are on the grid in America as the lights come on. We've got 5 lights. And it's lights out and away we go. The United States Grand Prix is underway. It's got a decent start from the front row of the grid. But yet again, Greekmaster 99 is pulling across our nose to defend the inside line down into turn 1. We've got Quicksilver trying to go right around our outside. But we give him a bit of a squeeze there. We don't want any cars getting between us and Greekmaster 99 as now we head through the S section for the first time in this race. And now we're going to cut onto lap 7 a lot later in this race. We're looking up the inside of Gecko as Greekmaster passes Customs in the Toro Rosso, and Gecko goes right around our outside. We're going to duck back into his slipstream and pull back out with Rich Revs and DRS as we head down the long DRS straight towards the tight left-hander. We should be able to make this move stick up the inside of the Williams, and we do now into 7th place as we're now going side by side with the Toro Rosso of Customs. He takes a very odd line there as we're going to go right around the outside of the right-hander. It turns to the inside for this left-hander, and just to give you a bit of context, me and Greek have made our first pit stops at this stage of the race, and now we're actually going to cut right onto the end of the race. Literally nothing else happened, and we come home for 3rd place, about, I don't know, only less than a second in the end behind Greekmaster, because I believe he did have a penalty, but literally nothing happened in that race. I was always sitting just less than a second behind Greekmaster, just enough to stay within DRS, but never quite close enough to launch an attack, and that was really, really frustrating. It ended up being a really frustrating race, especially considering Warden 99 managed to win with an absolutely crazy strategy, something that no one else could actually match. It was kinda ridiculous, but still, it is a few important points, getting 15 points on the board. But 2 of our main championship rivals finished in front of us, so it is points lost. However, we have to keep moving on to the next round of the championship, which is in Mexico, which we didn't get to race at because I was away, so that is more points lost, as I believe Greek ended up finishing in about 5th place, and I'm not too sure what happened to Warden, but he did get involved in too many incidents across the course of the season, and that meant with our penalty point system, he was actually disqualified from the championship, believe it or not. So now, as we head into the final 2 rounds of the season, it is a straight fight between me and Greekmaster. And now it's time for the penultimate round of the championship. It's the Brazilian Grand Prix, and heading into this race, I've actually lost the lead of the championship to Greekmaster 99, who now has, I believe it's a 2.5 or 3.5 point lead over myself, so it is very, very close between the 2 of us, and it's really, really important to try and get the upper hand on Greek here today and get back in front as we head into the finale in Abu Dhabi, as Abu Dhabi is not one of my best tracks on the calendar. And right now you're watching qualifying, and you're watching one of the worst qualifying laps I have done. Not quite as bad as Italy, but in some ways worse than Italy. I didn't have one major fuck-up like I did in Italy, but it was just a consistently bad lap right across the board. And that means we're going to be starting this race out of second last on the grid, 19th place. Like, I'm saying it's really, really important to try and beat Greekmaster here and get the upper hand. And then I just go and screw up qualifying so badly. We're going to be starting right at the back of the field. Here we are on the grid in Brazil in 19th place, right at the back of the field. And it's lights out, and away we go. The Brazilian Grand Prix is underway. We get a decent start from second last place on the grid as we head down towards turn number 1. We're going to be very, very cautious and watch the carnage unfolds. There's a Renault off in Narnia, and there's a Haas in the wall of Mercedes getting out of our way, and we're already up into 17th place as we head through turn number 3 on the back of Decided Soggy in the Toro Rosso as you head down towards turn number 4, and the safety car has already come out. We don't even make it to turn 4, and we have a safety car, and due to the timing of that, Decided Soggy gets that position back on us as we're now down into 16th place, up into 16th place, I should say, which isn't that bad, as now onto lap 4, we're about to get back to racing, green flag racing here, and as you can see, we're up into 13th place as some cars have elected to make an early pit stop in this race. And now we're back to green flag racing here in Brazil. We've got a Ferrari looking up our inside or right behind us. We now head down towards turn number 1. There are cars absolutely everywhere, and I am very, very cautious as I've got a title fight there. And there's Greek. That was Greekmaster facing the wrong way. One of our championship rivals, our only championship rival at this stage. He's been turned around, believe it or not. We're back into a position where we're going to catch him and possibly get past him. But we're actually down in 11th place as Pepsi goes around our outside, so we're not even going to score points at this stage of the race as Penske now goes for a spin as the lag is starting to get very, very bad. There are cars disappearing all over the place. I'm not too sure what exactly was happening, but the lag was atrocious as I think Brock and Pepsi had gone off in Declano spun, but Brock's reappeared in front of us. Oh, he's come right across in front of us. We've hit him and damaged our front wing, and then he's teleported back ahead. So he didn't slow down at all, but we've still got the front wing damage regardless, and it's only lap 6, as now all-round cricketer goes up our inside, and this is not going to work well for our strategy, because I'm going for a one-stop strategy here in Brazil. I'm not going to be pitting until into the 20s, so I'm going to have to do a lot of laps with this front wing damage, which is not ideal at all. And now, on to lap 6, we've got the Ferrari of PPR or Pepsi going right around our outside and up into 9th place. We look back up his inside. He goes very, very slow as all-round cricketer is slowing him down a bit, but he makes that move stick into 9th place. But now around the outside of turn number 3, he leaves us the space. We've got the DRS, but so does he because of all-round cricketers. We head down towards turn number 4, and we're not going to make that move stick as he crosses over our line a little bit there, forcing us onto the grass. We don't lose too much time from that, thankfully. As now onto lap 9, we've got Quicksilver looking up our inside, down the DRS straight towards turn number 4, and he makes that move stick, but he goes way off the track. Oh no, he spawned back in us, we've hit him! Oh, that was very, very scary moment there, as he lagged and spawned inside me there, and we got a bit of air. A very scary moment, but thankfully we survived with no damage at all. And now we're under safety car, and as you can see, Quicksilver has lagged back into us and gone for a spin, but like I was saying, we're under safety car. Yet again, a second safety car period in this race, and it's currently lap 13. And as you can see, we are now up into 3rd place, as now the safety car is going to come in at the end of this lap. We've got Brock Does Stuff in the lead, who's one of the most laggy cars in the lobby right now. There's Master Berserk and myself with Formula Fish right behind us. We're about to go back to green flag racing any second now, and we are green here in Brazil as we head down towards turn number 1. You can just see the lag looking back at Formula Fish as we head down towards the first corner. And Brock has gone wide, he's lost the lead as we're going to go round his outside through turn 2 up into 2nd place as now Master Berserk is leading this race, and we make that move stick on Brock Does Stuff into no we don't. Never mind, he's lagged back in front and into the lead of this race, so we were actually racing an AI there, essentially, not actually a person, but he's made a mistake. He's gone right back across in front of us, and we've almost hit him. Has caused a crash behind us. Something is going on. He's spawned back in front of us. Unfreaking believable. The lag in the first half of this race was a little bit ridiculous, as now down towards turn number one, Tiamat Marduk goes up our inside in the Ferrari, and he brake checks us a little bit in the middle of the corner, just park it on the apex, but he makes that move stick for third place and a podium place. And Luke, one of the other admins in the Renault, has actually had a lag crash off us at turn 2 and gone for a spin, so that's cost him a good chance at a podium, unfortunately, but there was nothing we could really do. As now on to lap 19, we've got Penske and Ben behind us. They're both going to go up our inside, and we're going to lose 2 places in one go. We're going to try it around the outside of Penske, but that is not going to work because we have a big moment there on the curb, and we are now down into 5th place. But most importantly, we are still in front of Greekmaster 99 at this stage of the race, and that is what counts right now. We're not too fussed about where we finish, as long as we score more points than Greekmaster. That is all that matters. As now finally we come into the pit lane on lap 24 to make our one and only stop of this race and change that front wing. So we've done a good 18 laps or something with that front wing damage, and now we can finally push it. And now we jump to the final lap of the race, and we're going to cross the line in a very respectable 4th place. Considering we started the race out of 19th place, to come home in 4th is a great result, and most importantly, gets us the lead of the championship back as we head into the final race of the season. So after the first 20 rounds of the season, only 3.5 points separate myself and Greekmaster 99 as we head to the finale in Abu Dhabi, and thankfully we're on the better side of that 3.5 points as we lead the championship with 183.5 points, 3.5 points more than Greekmaster in 2nd place on 180 points. In 3rd place is All Round Cricketer on 166 points, with Charlie in 4th on 161. In 5th place is Penske on 154 points, with Pepsi in 6th on 109.5. In 7th place is Quicksilver on 91 points, and then there is a very close battle for 8th place between Master Berserk Customs and Formula Fish, with Berserk on 73 points, Customs on 72, and Formula Fish, who rounds out the top 10, on 71 points. So as we head towards the finale, it is very, very close between me and Greekmaster 99 with that sort of points difference. If we are battling for the lead or a podium place, it pretty much comes down to whoever finishes first on track. It's sure to be a great finale, and I'm really looking forward to making the video, because I will say now, it is an utterly mind-boggling finale. It is absolutely crazy. It's just action all over the place and drama right up until the last lap. It is absolutely madness. You don't want to miss this. Hopefully I'll have it up very, very soon. But that is all for today, guys. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you have, make sure to smash that like button. If you're new to the channel, make sure you do subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. I've been Fitcho, and I'll see you all next time.